Hello, bonjour. My name is Terry Collette, your candidate for the People's Alliance of New Brunswick in Miramichi Bay, Niguac. Thank you for allowing me this time to share with you some of our visions and views for this beautiful place we call home. I've had the privilege of being born and raised in Miramichi, lived here most of my life. I'm married with a daughter in university. As you know, we folks here in Miramichi are a closely knit community comprised of different cultures and languages, from Upper Miramichi all the way to Niguac, including Miramichi Bay. Today, it seems we have a political system in place that would like to divide us somehow or drive a wedge between us. The People's Alliance, on the other hand, is a party of unity, not division. Our desire is to bring each unique culture together. Our party is a party about change, common sense, and a party of hope. One to offer a better future to Miramichi and all the people of New Brunswick, just like you and I. Our plan, with your help, would be to return the voice of the people back to the legislature. Our plan would be to stop the hundreds of millions of dollars going out to corporate interests annually. We would reform the tax system, and by abolishing the double tax and remove the small business tax altogether. We want to create jobs and economic prosperity by building a business environment that keeps our young people and skilled workforce here in New Brunswick, and hope to bring those back who have left already. Together, we need to enact proper language and cultural policies that promote fairness, equality, and harmony among ourselves, instead of the division we've been experiencing, brought forth by old red and blue parties for a number of years now. Also, we would like to eliminate the office of the Official Language Commissioner. It's not necessary because we already have a minister responsible for the official languages and our MLAs if there is a complaint needed to be addressed. The People's Alliance believes we can save tens of millions of dollars annually by eliminating duality, like the two bus systems, the two health authorities. With one bilingual authority, we could save millions of tax dollars. The People's Alliance would change the Motor Vehicle Act by a one-time only vehicle registration on your auto, ATV, or snowmobile, and also eliminating the tax on the purchase of previously owned vehicles. I could go on and on about our inefficient education system, our underpaid and overworked paramedics, our problematic healthcare system, our forestry and senior care, but time does not permit. You know, after talking to hundreds of people over the last several weeks, I hear the frustration from paramedics, nurses, senior care workers, teachers, and others who are just fed up with business as usual from government. One thing I've been hearing loud and clear, people want change. Just want to mention also our crippling debt right now. It's brought on by years of overspending and wasted tax dollars. There's an old saying, if you've dug yourself into a hole, you have to put the shovel down and go to a new direction. And we really need change. If you want to learn more about our policies, visit our website at thepeoplesalliance.ca. Talk to our leader, myself, or another candidate. Folks, I'm asking for your support on September 24th. We feel this is a very critical election in New Brunswick history. Together, we can make a real change that is so desperately needed. Thank you. Merci. Good night.
Hello, everyone. My name is James Denny, or Junior as my friends would call me. I'm a lifelong Miramichier from the Yilgarn First Nation, and I'm here to represent, or let you know that I'm being represented by the Green Party of New Brunswick for the riding of Miramichi Bay Niguac. It's an honor for me to be here today to tell you about my platform and about the ideas that the Green Party stand for. We are a new political party, basically. We've had a few elections in the province, and I'm very proud to become a part of a very unique and diverse team. We have people in our party that have the ability to move the province along and to implement policies that will certainly be dynamic and new and pleasing to everyone that follows our policies. I want to explain a little bit about myself. I've been in the region for 49 years of my life. I'm from the Yilgarn First Nation, as I said, and I've been involved in politics at the local level in the previous life. So I just wanted to tell you that giving a vote to the Green Party is something that will enable you to have a voice within the legislature of this province. We are a group of people who like to get down to earth with the local residents and just the grassroots people at large. We understand that this provincial election is going to be a tough one. There are many people who have a lot of ideas, a lot of opinions, and a lot of concepts, but we feel that our platform is up and above those that you're going to find within the existing parties. I know that in this very culturally diverse area of the province, being the whole entire Miramichi region, that there are certainly apprehensions about people who are not really familiar with politics. I feel that given an opportunity with your support, that the Green Party will open your eyes and shed light upon a lot of the questions that you may have in terms of what policies are being implemented, who's actually running the province, who are the power brokers, and what, so on and so forth. I feel that if given the opportunity, I will stand with you. I will always be a person who has an open door policy. I'm very approachable, very friendly, and for anyone that know me, know that I've always treated people fairly, I've treated people with respect, and I've treated people with dignity. I'm a straightforward person. I shoot from the hip. There's no holds barred. I'm very honest, and I think that given the opportunity and the ability to speak with you during this campaign process, that you will understand my position, and we can work together. I hope that given this campaign process, that you open your mind and open your heart and give an opportunity for those of us who are new to this game, and I'm very new to this provincial politics game, and it's something that I felt was very important for me to embark upon, because being a First Nations person and a member of this community, I've had many opportunities to speak with people and to try to understand what goes on in our province and what affects us, and most importantly, what impacts it has on you. If you want to know more about our platform, please go to www.greenpartynewbrunswick.ca and you can see what we have planned in our platform. So thank you very much. Have a good day.
I'm Lisa Harris, the very proud Liberal candidate for the riding of Miramichi Bay, Nigawak. Je suis la très fière libérale candidate pour la magnifique circumscription de Bay de Miramichi, Nigawak. I've been very happily married to Eugene Harris, the son of Bill and Frances Harris from Sabogal, for the past 29 years, and we have 2 grown children, Riley and Ranson. For some of you who may know my dad, the number 1, Frank McKenzie, that's who one of the stock car drivers that people know from Miramichi. And of course, my mother was the beautiful late Sonia Roy McKenzie. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the constituents of Miramichi Bay, Nigawak, for putting their trust in me and electing me as their MLA. Je tiens à remercier les électeurs de la circonscription de Bay de Miramichi, Nigawak, de m'avoir accordé leur confiance et de m'avoir élu leur député. It has been my complete honor and privilege to serve in the legislature and also to be named the Minister of Seniors in Long-Term Care and minister responsible for Celtic affairs. I have worked extremely hard on your behalf, and together we have accomplished so much. Je travaille très fort pour vous, et ensemble, nous avons accompli beaucoup. I'm proud to be part of a Liberal government that has made strategic investments in healthcare, senior care, and education, all the while growing the economy for the 4 years that we've been your government. Our government has invested over $650 million into strategic investments for the greater Miramichi region. I've listened to your priorities, and together we've accomplished so much, such as 2 new nursing homes in Miramichi, totaling 240 beds, $2.6 million in renovations to the Tabasintac nursing home. As well, we completed the Complex Rendezvous, a 30-bed nursing home in Nigawak, a $2.7 million trade shop to CSC La Fontaine, investments in our 3 First Nation communities. As well, we have an additional 190 special care home beds and 11 special care home licenses, a new residential hospice, expanded oncology center, a geriatric center, and improvements at the ICU in our regional hospital. We've had a major addition to Gretna Green, major addition to MBCC Miramichi. We have a new airport terminal. We have the Centennial Bridge, which is being refurbished. As well, we had many clean water and wastewater upgrades throughout the riding, paving and upgrades on numerous streets and roads in our riding, as well as we had improvements to the Sunny Corner Arena, Club d'Ajdour in Nigawak, at Metapanagiag First Nation, the Berryville Golden Age Club, and many, many more. One of my favorite, though, was certainly the Miramichi SPCA. And as well, Rankin Park, the fact that we're going to have Rankin Park alive and well, in which can be used as an outdoor educational space. We've listened to you, and our plan for the future is on fairness and opportunity for all New Brunswickers. We will raise the minimum wage to $14. We will extend free childcare and subsidized childcare for the middle class. We'll make it more affordable for people by freezing the rates for MB Power and for small businesses as well. We will create non-urgent centers to reduce ER wait times and provide more hours of care for our seniors in nursing homes. Last year alone, over 6,300 eligible students benefited from free tuition while attending a publicly funded university. An additional 1,400 eligible students benefited from the tuition relief for the middle class program. I'm knocking on doors so I can reach as many constituents as possible so that I can learn what I need to do to make a better New Brunswick. It is really great to hear the positive messages, and I'm very appreciative of all the support I've been getting throughout this campaign, but I do recognize there's much more that we can do. My priorities moving forward include for seniors to get the right care at the right time, the Northern Bypass, to reduce wait times, to invest in our infrastructure, wellness center, and rinks. I'm going to work closely with Mayor and Council and our 3 First Nation chiefs and their councils. Le 24 septembre, je demande humblement votre soutien. Votez Lisa Harris, votre voix pour la plus forte Bay de Miramichi, Nigawak. On September 24th, I humbly ask for your support. Vote Lisa Harris, the strongest voice for Miramichi Bay, Nigawak.
Hi, my name is Willie Robichaud. I'm from the NDP, Miramichi Bay, Nigawak area. I'm here, I'm from St. Wilfrid, not too far from Nigawak. I'm 42 years old. The reason I chose NDP is I believe in them and the $15 an hour that they want to bring in the minimum wage. I believe in bringing back extra murals. I believe we need a lot of work down here and we need stuff to be done a different way. Going house to house, I've been realizing that people are finally starting to realize we need a big change, and that's what I want to do. And my promise is to you, my only promise is I'm going to be there for you, and I'm going to be there every time you need to talk to me, and I'll be the one bringing your voice up to Fredericton. And don't forget at the vote for Willie Robichaud. Thank you.
Hello, bonjour. My name is Bill Fraser, and I am your Liberal candidate for the riding of Miramichi. 12 years ago, I was elected as your representative for the Greater Miramichi region. It has been a privilege to be a voice for our community. It has been an even greater honor to meet and assist countless individuals and families during this time. Working hard at being approachable, being available, and listening to your concerns and helping whenever possible. What brought us together in 2004 was our shared desire to save essential services at the Miramichi Regional Hospital. Together, we brought about positive change. We worked together. Healthcare and senior care have been a big priority for me and for our community. I am proud to say that we have delivered. We have seen significant investments, including 2 new nursing homes, which are now under construction with additional beds. Later this fall, another 36 memory care beds will be awarded and built in the Miramichi. And in 2019, as part of our 5-year nursing home plan, we will see another 60-bed nursing home in the Miramichi. At our regional hospital, we have a new and expanded oncology clinic, a new center of excellence with the opening of the new geriatrics clinic, and this fall, construction will also begin for a new residential hospice in Miramichi. Dr. Gerard Loge and Judy have been loyal advocates and contribute enormously to these projects. Education was another priority that I am proud to say that we have delivered on. Opening of the Max Aitken Academy, a new K-8 school. The opening of King Street Elementary, a new K-5 school. The introduction of Sistema to our region. Major upgrades and expansion at MBCC Miramichi campus, including a new mechanized forestry simulator. Investments in strategic infrastructure is another priority that we have delivered on, including a new airport terminal, a $100 million refurbishment of the Centennial Bridge, a new bridge to replace the Anderson Bridge with construction starting next spring. Also, a new Highway 11 bypass, which will save lives. New community synthetic turf field at King Street Elementary, a new sports field at Max Aitken Academy, which is now under construction, a new wharf to replace Station Wharf, paving on Wellington Street in the former Logieville Village, a new roundabout to help traffic flow more safely and efficiently, and paving and upgrades on Route 8, 11, 108, 117, and 126. A few of the many community projects I am proud to say we delivered on include an expansion and renovation to the SPCA, a new Miramichi cross-country ski club in Nelson, upgrades to Ironman Ballfield and Waldo Henderson Ballfield, a new zip line at French Fort Cove, and upgrades to Queen Elizabeth Park and Ritchie Wharf. Hard work adds up. Total investments in the Greater Miramichi region top $650 million over the last 4 years. Your Liberal government has delivered. Going forward, I will work extremely hard for the Northern Bypass, construction of the new pellet plant, reopening of the plywood mill in Nelson, and opening the Morrissey Bridge to pedestrian, ATV, and snowmobilers. Election Day in New Brunswick is on September the 24th. I humbly ask for your vote. With your support, we will continue to work together to be heard in the legislature and keep the Miramichi and our province moving forward with fairness and opportunity. Want more information? Need assistance to vote? We welcome your call at our campaign office. The telephone number is 623-VOTE. That is 623-8683. Thank you. Merci.
Hello, Miramichi. My name is Peggy McLean. And for those of you that don't know me, I've been married to my husband Arthur for 31 years. I am mom to Allison, to Aaron, and to Erica. I am mother-in-law to Nick, and I'm grandmother to Luca. I'm also a small business owner. I'm a mortgage broker and have been for almost 11 years now. So in the last 5 weeks, I have walked over 300 kilometers and I've knocked on thousands of doors. And I've done it because I need to know what's important to Miramichiers. What you've told me is that you are concerned about our health care. You're concerned about our wait times and our lack of family doctors. You have concerns about our education system. We have low test scores and high illiteracy rates. I hear that we are all concerned about senior care. Our seniors want to stay in their home, and those that love them want to be able to keep them there. One of our big concerns here in Miramichi is the Northern Bypass. Whether you're a homeowner concerned about being able to get out of your home in the morning to get to work, whether you are a first responder worried about being able to get to an emergency or get somebody to the hospital, or whether you're a business owner worried that it's going to strangle your business. I also hear about the carbon tax. People are concerned what another 12 cents per liter will do, and it will equate to $100 per month to every family. We have debt that's out of control and no end in sight. So how do we fix it? Well, the PC government will cut wait times by hiring more doctors, by phasing out the antiquated billing number system. We want to expand the scope of practice of our professionals, whether you're a nurse practitioner or a pharmacist. We want to empower you to be able to do your job. We want to empower our teachers. Our teachers are on the front lines. They know what the issues are, and they have the solutions. We want to work with our teachers to be able to deliver the best education we can for every Miramichier and every New Brunswicker. We want to allow our seniors to stay in their home with home care workers, paying them a fair wage and giving them access to training. We will reevaluate the funding on the Route 11 bypass, and we will complete the Northern bypass. We also will not institute any new taxes, allowing families to keep more money in their pocket. We will fight Justin Trudeau on a carbon tax. So my promise to you in this campaign is to work hard, as I have always done, and I'll do that for every Miramichier. And if elected, I will be a tireless advocate for Miramichi. So on September 24th, vote for me. Thank you for your time.
My name is Douglas Mullin, and I want to be the MLA for Miramichi. My commitment to you is that I will stand up for Miramichi and be a champion for our community. I want to listen to your ideas and work on ways to bring these ideas to fruition. I will collaborate with the whole community, as I have already done. I have stood up for Miramichi lumber, and I really believe that the management of our forest resources is best done by Miramichiers for the benefit of Miramichi. I have become involved with Northumberland Inclusion and their Community Transportation Committee. We are working on a rural transportation program that will benefit all of Northumberland County. Stay tuned for this nonpartisan initiative. I stand up for local business. In my personal life, upon my return to Miramichi 4 years ago, I made the purchasing decision to buy in Miramichi first. To this end, I'm very happy to buy New Brunswick roasted coffee at Mill Cove Coffee. For my campaign, this same commitment stands. I purchased signs at Taylor Digital Imaging. I've had my campaign photo done by Kim Harris, both local business. I believe in Miramichi. There is a great potential for our city, our county, and we have the resources to make it happen. Ultimately, it will happen because of people like you, and through community connection. I believe this is one of the roles of the MLA, building community connection. I want to see a buy local, buy Miramichi initiative, adding to the initiatives already taking place in our province. If each of us commit to buying 10% more local goods and services, it will make a big impact. As well, I think we need to bring our large institutions, our schools and the hospital on board to commit to buying locally. Even a small shift in the amount purchased will make a big difference. We already have a great model to follow. This is the new school food initiative set up here in Miramichi. I want to see the return of extramural services to public management. I want to see the return of our nursing homes to the management of the nonprofits. They've already been providing good service already. If something's broke, why fix it? I know they are good because my grandmother's lived at Mount St. Joseph for 20 years ago, and my dad is now a resident there. As your MLA, I commit to hosting regular town hall meetings, to meet with you, to listen to your ideas. I commit to asking tough questions, like asking what happened to the $70 million given to ATCON. I don't want to see corporate welfare continue with monetary losses being carried by the taxpayer. I commit to presenting Miramichi to the province and the country, and commit to bringing the province, the country, and the world to us. The NDP stands for a $15 minimum wage. This increase would be done over the course of 4 years. We will look at we want to do a comprehensive review of employment standards to improve the working lives, working conditions, and well-being of all New Brunswick workers. We want to increase the coverage of employment standard legislation to those currently excluded by the legislation. We also stand for reducing barriers to post-secondary education, eliminating tuition for all New Brunswick students going to NBCC, reducing tuition by 25% at the universities, a family-focused childcare, using existing infrastructure, creating a childcare plan outside of the schools, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. for all children and no waiting list. Environmental leadership, increase the target for land conservation to 17%, end the spraying in our forests, and create a carbon reduction fund. This would be an introduction of a $30 per ton carbon reduction program to reach $50 per ton after 4 years. Third of the funds generated would be given back to low and middle income earners in the form of rebate. 1/3 would be invested in green energy, and the remaining funds would be invested into a green infrastructure program. Thank you for your time.
Hello there. My name is Louann Savage. I was born and raised here. I was away for a number of years and came back in 2013. I'm running for the Green Party in Miramichi Riding 10. And I'm choosing the Green Party because of the platform. I believe in all their platform, and because I believe that David Kuhn is an amazing, honorable leader. I think I should talk about what I would do for my riding if elected. First of all, I think that there should be no more money given to huge corporations. The money should be given to encourage and support small business, which we desperately need here in the Miramichi. We need jobs here. Also, another thing I'm thinking about for money, no to the Route 11 bypass. No. That money could be spent to make passing lanes, and the rest of it could be spent on other things that are needed, such as road repair. Some of our roads here and streets have been patched over for years, patch on patch. Also, the northern bypass should have been done years ago. It's a priority. I'm concerned about the traffic on the King George Highway when the bridge is closed down in 2020, the Centennial Bridge. So there needs to be more hustle on that. I also think that our station wharf here on the Chatham side of the river needs to have more money put into it. Apparently the wharf has been scaled back, and we still won't get our tall ships. We still won't get cruise ships here. We need that for our town here. We need tourism. We need business. So I think we need more money to make the wharf the way it should have been and to do some dredging. I also think that we aren't playing up our canard connection enough. We should look at our history. The canard shipping line was totally famous, employed many people here back in the day. The canard liners were famous. The masts were built here from our beautiful hardwood. Also, the health care. We need to work on our health care, especially here in the Miramichi at our hospital. We need to support our nurses better. We need to look after our ambulance people. Apparently, the exams that these English people have to pass to prove they're bilingual are so intense that even an executive would have a hard time passing them. We need to fix that. We need to be more reasonable. We need to stop the spraying. It's going into our water systems here. We need to think about our river, the most beautiful river I've ever seen, and I've been all over the place. So we need to fix the bass thing too and get our salmon back. They've been famous all over the world. Also, I'm thinking, you know, that complex that they want to build, I'm thinking, why aren't we fixing the rinks that we have in Newcastle and Chatham? The Beaverbrook Arena, for heaven's sake, Beaverbrook of all people, to lose that? Why can't the money be put into preserving and fixing them up properly? It's easier for children to get to rinks in their own side of the river, I would think, and if they have the tournaments, they can go back and forth. The other thing, I really think that we need to beautify our town. This place used to be filled with trees. I remember as a child the elm trees and other trees all over the place. Of course, Dutch elm disease ruined that, but the trees were never replanted. Nothing was done. If you look at other beautiful cities, they have trees all over the downtown area. There's another job improvement thing. We could hire more people to clean up leaves. And I also think money should be put into small businesses here, and money should be given to the businesses of the town to help beautify their buildings. Some buildings have been painted already on Water Street, and they're beautiful. I think beauty is good for all of us. It will bring in tourists. They'll talk about the town more.
Hello, everyone. My name is Byron John Connors. I am a Southwest Miramichi Bay de Vin Green Party candidate in this year's September election. I often get asked why I would choose to enter in the political life. My answer is simple. I stand here today for a more better, livable tomorrow. I am here to tell you I see a bright future here on the Miramichi and in our province of New Brunswick. A bright future with the Green Party leading the way. I choose the Green Party for its 6 principles: a culture of peace and respect, social justice and equality, real democracy, local self-reliance, active citizenship, and living within our ecological means. And most of all, I choose the Green Party for its leader, David Kuhn. David won a seat in 2014, and as the Fredericton South MLA in that short time, David's Code of Conduct for MLAs detailing the roles and responsibilities of your government representatives is now in place. I made my living in the forest, and as your Green Party MLA, I will help David put an end to this 25-year agreement the Allward and the Conservatives signed, and the Liberals seem to think it's okay. I will work with the First Nation communities and the communities within our Miramichi. The private woodlot owner will be the primary source of wood supply. We can put more value added here on the river. We will ensure that our resources will stay, creating jobs for today and for the future of Miramichiers. We will bring back our utilization standards. Less clear cuts and more select cuts. Increase our protected areas. Our Department of Natural Resources staff, the men and women, will have the responsibilities of protecting our land and our rivers. Again, we will stop the spraying of glyphosate and other chemicals on our forest and our power lines. Together, we can cut so much less, but have so much more. Our seniors are having a hard time making ends meet. We must protect and treat our seniors with respect and care they deserve. Health care is not a business, and the public health system should not be run like one or by one. Instead, it should be organized to meet citizens' health needs effectively, with decisions about providing care made at the community level. We will cancel the contract with the private company Medivive for managing our extramural health services and returning management responsibilities to Horizon and Vedity. Place our ambulance services under public management and initiate a public inquiry into how they can be improved. A growing number of citizens require various levels of public assistance to live in dignity. Most are elderly, others are living with a disability. We need a flexible, multi-phase system that matches need with the appropriate type of care and is not profit-driven. We also need a reliable professional workforce to provide this care. We will increase training requirements and salaries for home care workers and improve standards for in-home care. Strong local economies depend on three things: a diversity of locally owned small businesses, cooperatives, and social enterprise, reducing imports of goods and services by producing and buying more locally, and access to essential public infrastructure for communities and transportation. A 10% shift in the customer spending on imported goods and services to New Brunswick made products would create 14,000 jobs and add $1.8 billion into our economy. With a green government, we will look towards more greener, sustainable jobs for our youth. We will fund energy-efficient upgrades for homes and businesses to meet provincial targets to reduce energy demand. Provide financing incentives and technical advice to homeowners and businesses to convert from oil and gas to local services of renewable energy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Kevin Arseneau et je suis le candidat pour le Parti vert dans la circonscription de Kent-Nord. Moi, je suis un fermier à la Pleasant Ridge, dans la région de Rogersville, où j'élève des animaux ainsi que cultive des légumes biologiques. Je suis très intéressé par le développement rural. En fait, c'est ce que j'ai étudié à l'université en géographie et puis en éducation avant de devenir fermier. Mes engagements communautaires actuels, je suis président du DSL, le District de services locaux de Rogersville, ainsi que membre de la Commission de services régionaux. J'ai déjà été président de la SANB, la Société de l'Acadie du Nouveau-Brunswick, et puis président de la FECUM, qui est la Fédération des étudiants et étudiantes du Centre universitaire de Moncton. La raison que je me lance en politique, mes engagements que je veux prendre, c'est que je trouve que, les rouges, les bleus, ça a toujours été du pareil au même et c'est le temps pour un changement. Et donc, ce que je m'engage à faire, c'est de mettre le public avant le privé. Donc, de mettre les intérêts des gens de Kent-Nord, des citoyens et des citoyennes de Kent-Nord, avant ceux des grandes corporations. Ce qui est très important pour moi aussi, c'est les gens de Kent-Nord, c'est eux qui voteront pour moi et donc c'est leurs intérêts que je veux mettre en premier avant celles aussi du parti. Ainsi que le mieux-être en santé. Le mieux-être en santé, au niveau de nos aînés, au niveau des soins de santé pour tous les citoyens et citoyennes, l'arrosage des forêts avec le glyphosate doit arrêter. Et puis, au niveau de nos foyers de soins, c'est clair qu'il y a plusieurs défis dans nos foyers de soins. J'ai même eu la chance d'aller faire du bénévolat dans un foyer de soins où j'ai travaillé à nourrir les gens là, puis à rencontrer les gens là, puis vraiment passer quelques heures avec les employés des foyers de soins. Et les défis qu'ils ont à relever sont énormes. Je veux aussi faire la place à la jeunesse. Donc, la jeunesse a sa place dans la région. Comment est-ce qu'on va faire pour ramener les jeunes? Ça, c'est quelque chose qui m'inquiète beaucoup parce que même au niveau du vieillissement de la population, les deux problèmes vont ensemble, les deux défis vont ensemble. Il faut ramener les jeunes dans nos régions pour s'occuper, dans le fond, de notre population vieillissante. La vitalité rurale des économies locales. Donc, vraiment axer notre développement sur une utilisation durable de nos ressources naturelles. les gouvernements ont vraiment cette façon de faire, de vouloir toujours annoncer une centaine de jobs à la fois. Ben, on est rural, pensons rural. Dans nos régions, créer 1 ou 2 ou 3 jobs, d'aider les petites entreprises locales, les petites et moyennes entreprises, à créer quelques jobs dans notre circonscription est très important. Donc, j'ai confiance en nous. Votons pour le changement. Ça commence ici, chez nous, dans Kent-Nord. Ensemble, tenons-nous debout. So, my name is Kevin Arseneau. I'm the candidate for the Green Party in Kent North. And my occupation, I'm actually a farmer from the Rogersville region. I work on an organic farm, la coopérative Ferme Terre Partagée. And many of my interests involve community development in rural areas. That's what I studied in university. I studied geography and specializing a lot of courses in rural development and also education before becoming a farmer. My current community commitments, I'm president of the LSD, Local Service District of Rogersville, and I also am on the Regional Kent Commission in Rishabuktu. My political commitments, why I'm going into politics, public before the private. It's very important for me that the interest of the people of Kent North are put forth first before those of big corporations and also the party. I mean, the people of Kent North are the people electing me, so that's very important. The well-being in our health care, taking care of our aging population, and that goes with bringing the youth back to the region. And that's a very important part in this. And brings me to my third point, my fourth point actually, the vitality of our local economy. So to help small, medium businesses create 1, 2, 3, or 4 jobs in our little communities is very important. So I trust us. Let's vote for the change. It starts here at home in Kent North. Together, we will stand up. Thank you, and vote for me on September 24th.
Hello. Bonjour, Medolaine, which I believe is, hopefully I said that correctly. My name's Neil Gardner. I'm running in Kent North for the New Democratic Party. And I'd like to thank Rogers for letting me have this opportunity to give a little bit of our platform so that some of the viewers will be able to know what we stand for and what hopefully we will be able to do when we get to be in government. First of all, I'll give a little bit of my background. I'm currently, I have been teacher in the school system. I was being a teacher in the community college system and teacher at University of Moncton for about 11, 12 years. And now currently we have a farm, which I work part-time, and also teaching part-time at Elsipogtok for a program from St. Thomas University. Anyway, I guess I'll start with our education platform, probably because it's the one that really concerns me the most, or it's the topic that most concerns me. Starting with the young kids, what we want to do is bring in a free child care system. Actually, it's not quite free, but it'd be a child care system which will be available for anybody with children, particularly making it available for parents who are working, so kids who are at school from grades 1 through till, I believe it's, from age 5 through to 12, will have preschool available from 6 o'clock through till school starts, and then after school till about 6 o'clock in the evening. That would mean that a lot of working parents would be able to leave their children off there. They would then, if they were going to school, transfer from the daycare system into the school system during the day, and then back to the daycare system till the parents were available to pick them up. We feel that would allow a lot of single parents to go back to work, and it would also give a lot of children a benefit of more socialization and the ability to make friends, and to a large extent would also help identify literacy problems before they even become critical in the school system. And it would allow us to make interventions to the kids and hopefully improve the literacy skills. In the school system itself, we would like to try and improve the literacies for students our literacy system, our literacy in New Brunswick is actually not great in comparison with the world, some of the world statistics. And unfortunately, we seem to be, in far too many cases, going to the United States for our inspiration. Why we shouldn't be going to places like Finland, where they have the 95%, 98% literacy skills, I'm not really quite sure. But in the school system, this isn't actually NDP policy, but something I'd like to work towards, is looking at the Finnish system where they bring 2 experts into the school, into each classroom, with master's degrees. What the NDP are planning in an interim will be increasing the number of professionals available to help students in the school system. After the high school system, then going on to post-secondary, we'll be looking at free community college for everybody. Anybody going into community college, their fees would be paid, and gradually working towards free university. Although to start with, obviously that would be a big leap. We'd be freezing the interest rates on student loans, freezing the interest rates, eliminating the interest on current student loans and including the existing student loans, increasing the eligibility for the tuition access bursary so that graduate students would be able to get it as well, and improving the scholarship system, and also bringing in fair funding for St. Thomas University. We would plan on bringing in a $15 minimum wage as soon as possible, which would plan on keeping our students in the province rather than having them leave the province and go elsewhere. On health, we would like to improve the extramural system and end the privatization of health in New Brunswick, bringing the ambulance system, the extramural system, and telecare back under the auspices of the provincial government.
Bonjour, je suis Roger Richard, candidat indépendant pour la circonscription électorale de Kent-Nord. I am a citizen very concerned with the financial and environmental state of our province. As you may know, the Liberal government induced us in confusion when they say, just before the election, that we are about $67 million ahead in the budget. In reality, we have a combined debt of $18 billion, 13 provincial debt plus 4 NB Power debt. This caused that we are paying about $1.8 million a day in interest alone. Remember, we are only 750,000 people in New Brunswick, and we are not getting any younger. I do not know about you, but I am certainly not paying $1 million a year in income tax. Where is the money coming from? I am talking about smart meters as an example of our stupidity. It should be known that they are very dangerous to our health because of the pulsating radiation they produce. I was opposing smart meter at the NBEUB Commission Matter 375 last winter. The Commission refused smart meter, but NB Power will resubmit the project after the election. Maybe in theory, high rates of electricity on the hours of high demand may incite people to lower their consumption, but in practice it is not. We only need to read what is happening in other jurisdictions. Besides, why ignore the health effect this device is causing on all living cells? For your information, every political party in New Brunswick ignores environmental damage done by smart meter. So, I was left with 2 choices: either cancel my vote the 24th of September or be an independent candidate. NB Power has 11 directors in its board of directors. 5 are living outside of New Brunswick, and of those 5, 4 are from the United States. Of course, everyone is very qualified, but could that explain why we are producing so much electricity that we are selling the surplus at half price to the U.S.? As an alternative, we could replace those foreign people at the New Brunswick Power Board, phase out Pointe-le-Pro nuclear power generating station, and buy electricity from our neighboring province when we need more electricity. It even costs less to buy than to produce it. It would not only be safer environmentally for us, but also that electricity would come from renewable source, waterfalls. But that will certainly not happen if we continue to vote for political parties. We will vote Liberal again because we are afraid that Mr. Higgs will bring back shale gas. Essentially, we will tell the Liberals to continue to spray our forests and us with geophosphate. I am running as an independent because I want to give the environment a voice in Fredericton. I can do that because I will not have to follow any political lines. I will be free to vote along anyone I agree with. Remember, the rich and powerful are overseeing us for our natural resources, and Fredericton cannot care less for Kent North. Thank you for taking the time to listen, and let's go together to Fredericton to see what they are doing with our finance and environment. I would like to thank one of my mentors, Mr. David Amos, for taking me so far in this uncharted territory. Thank you.
Hi there, bonjour. Je m'appelle Katie Robertson et je suis votre candidate progressiste conservateur de la circonscription Kent-Nord pour cette élection provinciale. Plusieurs personnes que j'ai rencontrées m'ont demandé pourquoi je me présente pour le parti PC dans la région de Kent-Nord. Et c'est une bonne question. So let me tell you a bit about myself. I went to Mount Allison University, and like many young New Brunswickers, I left to find work and see more of our country. I traveled, and I lived from coast to coast to coast, but the best part was always coming home. While many choose to build their lives in other parts of the country, I decided that the best I could see myself was living in New Brunswick, and I want to be involved in helping our province reach its full potential. These are some of my top priorities I'd like to see in Kent North. First off, we need to build a stronger economy. Non seulement pour ramener nos jeunes chez nous, mais aussi pour éviter que d'autres quittent la région. Le Parti PC a annoncé dernièrement qu'il faut bâtir une économie bleue pour prendre avantage de nos régions côtières et de créer des emplois. Je crois aussi que nous pouvons faire un meilleur travail pour protéger notre environnement sans perdre des opportunités d'emploi. On doit investir davantage dans la recherche et le développement des énergies renouvelables et prendre avantage de bâtir une économie verte plus forte en même temps. Nous avons besoin de nous assurer que nous laissons un héritage à nos enfants. Deuxièmement, je désire sincèrement travailler avec et prendre soin de nos personnes âgées. C'est elle la génération qui a travaillé pour nous donner les opportunités duquel nous profitons aujourd'hui, et nous leur devons les meilleurs services et de les appuyer. Part of that is also working with our nurses, home care workers, and nursing home personnel to make sure that they have all the support they need to look after the ones we love. Finally, if we want something different, I believe we need to do something different. Now is the time for someone who's enthusiastic about Kent North and someone who will be a true champion of growth for all of our people. If you're prepared to do something you may not have done before, to support a candidate who wants to challenge the status quo, empower our people, and expand our choices, then I need you to know that I am that candidate. Our riding is a microcosm that is representative of our country. We can serve as a shining example of how 3 established cultures can come together to be one community. How newcomers and generational residents can thrive together. The basis of these goals is already here, and in order to move them forward, you need to vote for a candidate who will embrace these objectives. That is who I am. Notre parti va travailler fort pour vous donner de meilleurs résultats. Blaine Higgs est le leader idéal avec la vraie expérience pour nous donner des vrais résultats. Je vous invite à me suivre sur les réseaux sociaux Instagram et Facebook, Katie Robertson, PCNB, puis envoyez-moi un message ou donnez-moi un coup de fil. 212-4451. 212-4451. Give me a call. I'm here for you and I'm here to listen to you. Le 24 septembre, faites le bon choix. Votez pour quelqu'un qui va travailler pour vous, les gens de Kent-Nord. In order to represent you, I need your vote. Thank you so much. Merci.